Hi guys, Andy from Vivid Ink Tattoo Studios, and today I want to give a little bit of information on how Vivid Ink and all professional studios care for your health and safety. Okay, so as we all know, we're living in unprecedented times, and at the time of filming this, we're currently in the UK's third national lockdown, and now more than ever, people are really conscious of their health. In this video, I want to outline the steps studios take to make sure you're safe at all times. Now, this video is going to be about general practices and not the additional steps which we have put in place, which are very specific for COVID. I'm going to be making a video about that in the future. Okay, so let's get into it. Tattoo studios are regulated by the council that they operate in, and all councils have a very stringent set of bylaws on how studios and artists should operate. Each studio will need to be registered with the environmental health and licensing divisions of the council, who will come down, check the studio is compliant with all areas, and be able to make sure that all artists within the studio are able to work safely for themselves, the studio and their customers. Once the studio has demonstrated its ability to operate safely, it will be issued a certificate of licensing. From there, each artist who works in that studio will themselves also have to demonstrate their own ability to environmental health officers that they also meet the bylaws set specifically for artists. Once completed, they will also be issued a license to practice their craft in the council registered studio. So that explains what all studios must do to stay compliant with the local authorities' guidelines and criteria to operate, but what steps do artists and studios take specifically for health and hygiene, and why are they so important? Tattoo artists and piercers perform what is classified as skin penetration, and this would obviously carry a high risk of infection if the artists and the studios didn't have the highest levels of hygienic standards and safety precautions in place. We actually made a video about tattoo infections specifically. I'm going to leave a link to it in the description below. An essential step studios take to keep you safe is that all equipment used in the process will be sterilised or single use and disposable. Let's break that down a little bit further. So in every studio there is something called an autoclave. Now, an autoclave is a machine which heats to 121 degrees for 15 to 20 minutes, and anything placed in that autoclave will come out completely sterile. Some examples of items which may go in here would include piercing clamps and metal tattoo grips which would hold the tattoo needle. So that's for items which get reused. However, many artists now prefer to work with completely disposable equipment. Disposable equipment, this means items which are blister pack sealed and once opened are used only once and then disregarded safely. It's actually quite easy nowadays for the entire tattoo process to be done using entirely disposable single-use equipment. During the process itself, the tattoo station will be thoroughly cleaned with medical grade surface cleaner. All equipment will be set up in a way to avoid any potential cross-contamination. Artists will wear disposable gloves during the entirety of their process, and any surfaces which are used in the process will be thoroughly cleaned and covered with disposal coverings. Prior to the tattoo, your skin will be cleaned using a medical grade cleaner, and if it needs shaving, it will be shaved using a single-use razor and disposed of correctly. In addition, all inks will be certified quality, and any amount remaining after the tattoo is completed will be disregarded safely. Okay, when it comes to disposing of equipment which has been used in the process, anything which has been used in that tattoo will be placed in a clinical waste bin, and any of the needles used will be disposed of in a sharps bin. This would be exactly the same as it would in any medical profession. These are then kept stored in specialised bins for collection from a designated company who will come, collect the waste, take it to a medical location and incinerate it. So there you have it, a bit of an idea of some of the ways professional tattoo studios care for your health during the process. Now, this is a bit of an overview, and it's no way everything that is done. There are many more elements involved in the overall process. However, this should give you a good general idea of how Vivid Ink are taking care of you. Hope you found that useful. I'll catch you soon.